being a slow.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're live. Hello.
Hello?
Am I? Oh, there's a lag.
That's okay. Lagging happens.
We good? Perfect.
Thumbs up.
Amanda's mic isn't picking up as well.
Oh, how do I fix it?
Hello? Do I just talk like this?
I'm waiting for it to come through. It's not picking it up.
Always issues with the microphones.
Maybe press the button on it.
On the back?
There's two buttons. Try the yellow one.
Trying the yellow one. Do I push it for a long time?
No, just push it.
I did.
Oh,
Hello?
it should turn green for a second?
It did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to catch up.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Amanda.
No, it's not.
I don't know what to do.
Are these different microphones?
Yeah.
What the What?
It's like one side isn't coming through.
But yours is.
It might be the cable.
Strange.
Well, no, because both were showing up on the thing before. It's showing.
Amanda says that she can hear us. Can you hear Amanda? Can you hear Amanda very well?
Amanda to Amanda. Amanda to Amanda.
Because, yeah, it sounds like Amanda's being picked up on your mic.
Oh.
And, like, you're way louder. It's like,
I'm wondering then if maybe these aren't like they're not connected at all. Can you grab my microphone that goes on the top? It's low, she said.
Yeah, do you, like, I just wonder.
Can you just grab it? Thanks.
Yeah, where is it?
It's in my backpack.
Troubleshooting.
Give us a second, please. Yeah, like when I talk, it sounds like, see how it's picking up? But then it's not for you. I don't know. I'm going to have to troubleshoot them.
Do you want me to try? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the cable, to be honest.
Well, no, because both were showing up before. It's something.
Well, we're live, so.
I don't know how this turns out. Oh, there you go. I got it.
Got it. Got it.
And then it plugs in.
Yeah.
It won't be as loud. But I can hear her fussing with it. Yeah, it's
Strange. Why would you be able to hear me, like, messing with it, but not my voice?
Yeah, that's weird. Can you hear us okay now?
How's the framing?
Good.
Okay.
Amanda's our remote tech support.
Yeah. It looks like it is.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, great. Okay, let's start
Perfect.
now then.
Yeah.
Oh, you lit the spooky foam candle.
I
Amazing.
did.
We had such a great morning.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
The best morning ever. Like, I was saying when we were walking towards, like, when we were finished breakfast, and then we were walking into the garden center, and I was like, these, like, every time we spend time together, it makes me so fucking happy.
Yeah.
Like, so happy and so grateful.
Being able to do things like this together, like,
Yeah.
because before, you know, there was like 4 or 5 years of our friendship where it was like, us tell, oh, I went to this thing today and I had a really good time, and just telling each other about it, or, you know, if we took an online class together.
Yeah.
But it's not the same. It's not the same as being able to do things in person.
No.
So whenever we do stuff like this, it's just like,
it's so special. Yeah, it is. It really, really is. And I think that because our friendship started when we were long distance, it does make those moments, like every single time that we get together, it feels very like savory.
Yeah.
You know? And we don't get to, oh, what happened?
Joel.
Oh, church.
Birds and cats don't mix.
Oh, he knew. You know. You're such a cat. What?
He ran at them.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry.
Close the door.
Yes.
You menace.
He didn't get any of the spider plants.
Good.
He just went straight for the birds. So yeah, we had a date with Spooky Joe and Rye, the spooky guy, the portly pals.
Yeah.
And we had breakfast at Cultivate, which is a great cafe in Chilliwack here, and it's right in the garden center.
Yeah.
Of Minter Country Garden, which is where we took a little seminar about celestial planting. We picked up some calendars.
Yeah.
And-
Here. Oh. Yes, Amanda, everything is fine. Just the cat just you know,
Catted.
he wants the birds, but everybody's fine. But yeah, we picked these up. There we go. And they're really neat because rather than have the artwork is beautiful too. Like, it's all watercolor, but rather than have a box for each day, it has this kind of color-coded chart. So each line is a day, and it's broken up into the 4 elements.
And we learned what the elements mean in relation to whether it is like a root, a leaf, a tuber. So like potatoes, things like that would be earth. Water is leaf.
Yeah, like lettuce, that kind of thing.
Arugula, those things. And then there's fire, which is associated with vitality.
And fruit.
And quantity as well. So then air is flowers.
Yeah.
So it was getting a really great overview of the calendar, and the presenter, Natalie Forstbauer, I think. Natalie Forstbauer. She mentioned that a lot of the things that she talked about are resources in the back of the calendar.
Yes.
So that's really, really great, is that the information is accessible. I didn't know where to look for it, and I didn't think to look in the back, which is silly. But
so Amanda, it's Minter's Gardens. It's by Island 22, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what road it's on.
Just north of town on is it Yale?
It's Yale. Yeah.
Yale. Yeah. Minter, Minter.
Yeah.
Minter's Garden. Our
Center.
greenhouse.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. Like, they have like a huge it goes all the way back with like separate areas of greenhouse, and they have all kinds of different plants and trees and herbs and flowers, and then the front has like a kind of like a gift, like a more like gift kind of
they have
store.
They have lots of tools, like garden tools. They have seeds. They have the mason bee houses.
Yeah, those
which are
cool.
really fun. And they have like a really pretty gift area. Like there's lots and lots of things to look at. It is a small business, so it is a little on the expensive side, but the things that you like, there are like sales and discounts and things like that. So it's easy to invest.
Yeah, and like a lot of their plants and stuff, like we got angel's trumpets at the end of the season for like $5 and $10 for these like massive angel trumpets.
Yeah.
And we're wintering them.
Yeah.
But yeah, because it was the end of the season, they were like $5 and $10 a piece.
Yeah, we one of my favorite pictures of Karina is we were in her little hatchback and we all took an angel trumpet home. I think Luna and I had two each. Yeah.
And so the whole back.
Yeah, and we drove with the trunk a little open.
Yeah.
So it's a really great place if you are local. We didn't even know about these calendars until the last time we had a hangout, a couple like last month, and it just so happened that like Karina, I think, saw them, and so we all got them. And when we were at the checkout, I was looking at their little
they had posters,
and it was free. So it was a really good use of resources and community. And so I would definitely, like, even if you're not in our area, like chances are there are
you can buy this online
for sure. You can buy it online, and you get access to a digital copy online as well. It's heartandsoilmagazine.com.
I'm gonna type it.
Okay. But yeah, like there, if you are like not even just on the celestial gardening thing, but if there is a garden center in your area, then check and see if they have workshops and things like that, because there might be, like, this was just a fluke and it just so happened that it was, you know, something that we were really interested in. There's a cat there that I had never seen before ever, and like Ryan and I have been going there for many years, and I've never seen this cat before ever. And Luna took a picture of it last month. Yeah. And it looks very similar to my cat Minerva.
Like they could be cousins.
They could be cousins, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Steph.
Stephanie.
We're talking about this calendar that we got called the Celestial Planting Calendar. And we went to a seminar about it this morning.
Yeah, Mama C might like it.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, next time we're there, we should bring it and show her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was what we did this morning, and then on our way to back here. So Ryan, we left. We parted ways with Ryan because he had to do some parenting stuff with our kids, building a bunch of stuff and getting into his workshop. So he was a car ahead of us, and we were driving down Yale, and we see a deer on the right side of the road in a yard, just like a random house, a yard. And I think all of us were like, it couldn't be. And then when we all realized that we weren't hallucinating, and then Joe slowed down, and then it realized that Joe slowed down, and then it crossed right in front of us.
Yeah.
We took a video. It's on our TikTok right now, so if you want to see it, then you can see the video. Beautiful deer, just looked really healthy, gorgeous.
Yeah. And it was such like a weird moment because like we're smack in the middle of a neighborhood. Like it's very urbanized, like
very city feeling.
It was very out of place. I mean, for here, I wouldn't have expected to see something like that in some towns I've lived in.
I don't think I've ever seen a deer here.
Yeah?
No. And we live out in the country-ish area.
Yeah, where that, like, I feel like it would be
common.
make more sense where you lived, but not where we were, because it was, like, just right smack. And, like, there was construction kind of here, like, on the one side, and it was very out of place, but very special at the same time.
It felt like a very, very good omen.
Yeah.
So that's what we're taking it as, an interesting and fortuitous omen.
Yeah.
We have an intention for today's spooky phone, which is, to talk to our most, celestial, interested spirits.
Yeah.
Also, I would like to know if any elemental spirits have been, like, shooken up a little bit from the earthquake that happened yesterday.
Yeah.
And yeah, so there's definitely, it feels like it's a good, I don't know, there's a lot of pockets of interest that we could tap into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amanda says they like Yale and a road or two over. She's seen them there before.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And, like, because it is kind of close to that Island 22 area, which does have, like, woods. So, but you had made a comment about wondering, like, maybe if it had been shooken up a little from yesterday. And was kind of, just a little bit outside of its normal area.
Yeah. I was, very curious about that.
Kate's here. Did I miss the part on celestial planting? Oh, yeah.
A tiny little bit. We just talked about the calendar.
So this is the calendar. I don't know if that's backwards or not, but it's celestial planting calendar.
And Kate, if you scroll up and see our comment that we made, it's called heartandsoilmagazine.com. And the person that held the workshop, her name is Natalie Forstbauer. Bauer. I'm not sure. I can't remember now.
Forstbauer.
And you can buy them from Minter Gardens. They're on Yale. And so they had that, so Natalie Forstbauer was explaining how to use this calendar, the celestial planting.
Yeah.
And Luna, you described it really well. So
I want to show it a little bit closer if I can. Hopefully you can kind of get a good look at that. But what it does is, instead of having the boxes with the 1, 2, 3, 4, it goes kind of down like this. So each line is a day of the month, and it gives you astrological information. So like, this is the day, and then this is what the moon is doing. And it tells you what astrological sign the moon is in. And then this is broken into the 4 elements. So it tells you, like, this is, the yellow is air. So that's a good day for dealing with air plants and fire.
It tells you what the air plants are and stuff.
Yeah. And so depending on what color block in that day. So, like, if it's green, for example, that would be a good day for, like, planting root type plants, like potatoes and carrots, and also harvesting them. And so if it's yellow, which is air, you might want to harvest flowering plants, like if you cut flowers or plant those types of plants on those days. Yes, they do. They had a ton. They had like a whole box of them.
Yeah.
It's only $22, which I think is a very reasonable price.
It is, especially because you can get a digital copy in the back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, it even gets very, like, on this section, I know you can't see from there, but it gets a lot more, like, complex, where it talks about like the planetary aspects and different influences for like when is good for what did she say, like harvesting and
I don't have the. Do you have the paper? It talks about it there. The key the planetary, like the key planetary details. I kind of stumped her a little bit because I was really curious about how this differs from the Farmer's Almanac, which is the Farmer's Almanac is very like lunar. It's established on a lunar cycle, and this is still establishing a lunar cycle. Like the it is very very lunar heavy, but the key planetary aspects I'm interested in finding out a little bit more, because there is like a little bit more complexity that I think I would like to dig into.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that has to do with the biodiversity.
Maybe there will be more information on that in the digital version.
Possibly, yeah.
But yeah, like it can be as easy as you want it to be, or more complex if you want it to be, which I find very cool. And no problem for going over it again. Like I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
It's really cool, and just like to think, you know, like there was just some points where it's like you don't even think about that. And she was talking about how they've noticed, for example, like like water type plants like lettuce, and you think, oh, if I harvest that on a water day, like during a water time, that's better because it's a water plant. But she said they actually don't last as long in the fridge
because they get waterlogged.
Because they're so full of water.
So full of that element, yeah.
Yeah.
So you would want to do that on a fire day because fire represents vitality and quality.
Yeah. And it's like you don't think about that until it's like oh yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and this is scientifically backed up. She had a lot of resources that went into the stages of hypothesis and things like that. So there is scientific value as well. So it's not just like it's not woo woo. Like it could get woo woo, but it's very grounded in science and
which I love.
Yeah. It's grounded in science and facts.
Yeah. And it was fun because she had said like when she does these seminars, she doesn't just get excuse me. She doesn't just get like backyard gardeners. She also gets farmers. And she was talking about how there's a lot of farmers that will use this like these modalities in their farming and she's like, it just brings it up to the next level. And I was like, that's cool.
It's really cool.
So
and we got some pussy willows. These are really sweet. I love when they have the things that have just bloomed out front, because you get to see like what they have a lot of, which is really nice. Yeah. Okay, so our intention is we're gonna try to talk to some elementals. I know it can get a little hard because we're not outside, but I think with the willows is a nice touchstone, and with the rain, I do feel like rain is a conduit. So it's a bit rainy.
Let's see. Where's February?
Oh, also it's 2/22/25 at 2 p.m. So. And
it's it's mostly a water day.
Okay.
What time is it now?
Okay, oh, it's in Eastern time, so we have to up it 3 hours, so we're at 5 p.m.
Okay, so we might be around here now, but
That's okay. Fire's fine. I like fire. Fire's like
Interesting.
quick and communicative.
I like that. Like it's really handy to see with the kind of color chart how it's like the moon moves into the different zodiac signs. So it's like it moved from Scorpio into Sagittarius to like and today, and it shows you, and then it kind of shows you where that 3 hour period where it would be void, of course.
Yeah.
And by the way, those are unfavorable times to do anything gardening, really.
Yeah. It's unfavorable to do like moon magic as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really like that. Also, she said that it's not just outside gardening. Like, these can be applied to greenhouse, indoor gardening, containers, like all of that. So it's not just, you know, gardens and farms.
This
outside.
would be right up Kate's alley.
Yeah.
Because Kate just shared a TikTok of her, I think it's her tomato plants that she watered the seedlings with moon water. And like that was like 10 days ago, and they're already like, so it would be interesting to see 10 days ago whether it was like celestially auspicious according to the calendar, and then see if that lines up with what you were feeling. Because if like you know had this instinct to do it and acted on that instinct, then it's nice. It's always nice to have that like evidential stuff. Yeah.
I think it would be interesting too to how you incorporate, like, if the moon water that you made was on the full moon in Pisces, and then you used it during a water period when the moon was in Pisces again to water your plants, if that would like double boost it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or let's say you made the moon water in Pisces, but then you watered, even though it was a water sign, but it was different. Would that oppose? Or, like, you know what I mean?
There's so much experimenting. You can, like, that's like one big experiment, and I love it. I love it.
Kate said it was the snow moon on February 12th. Ooh.
I wonder what that was. February 12th would have been
Just like
Leo. That would have been Leo because we're in Aquarius axis. So Aquarius and Leo.
Yeah. And one thing I was curious about was, so you know when you are working with the zodiac and you have, like, I forget, I think it's like the deacon, maybe I'm wrong, in tarot, but it's like when you have, it's like Sagittarius in this, or like they're, you know what I mean? And I wonder how that could incorporate kind of into this. So you're like, the moon is in a water sign, but during the day you have fire energy, and how those could like combine together. There's so many layers. It's so delicious. I love it. Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's try and talk to some plant spirits.
Are you talkative? I wonder if they'll be talkative.
I have the hellebore flowers here too. That I wonder.
I shouldn't touch them, so you go.
Okay.
I apparently killed. Oh my gosh, look at this, had a baby. What is this?
All right.
Look at, that's so weird looking inside.
I don't have my glasses.
Oh, sorry.
I'm blind.
I'll show you after.
Let me.
It's that one.
Oh, weird.
It almost looks like a fuzzy tulip. Like that.
Okay.
Okay.
I have to just set this up.
Yep.
And all right. It'll probably take me a minute to just kind of settle.
Yep.
So
See you on the other side. February 22. I am going to record and write down stuff. While Luna is getting settled, I'm just going to restate the intention to speak to spirits of the land that we are upon, elemental spirits, and we can also connect up to celestial energy for that as above, so below type of energy, celestial, ground. So if any spirits would like to connect, you can speak to Luna through the box in her hand, put words in her ears, and she will say them out loud. Is there any being that would like to communicate?
Smoke. A world in France.
Are you...
I'm calling.
Hello, we're answering. Are you a part of the world in France? Thanks, Kate.
Far north.
How far north from where we are? Can you describe where you are?
It's kind of exclusive.
Well, we don't gatekeep, so could you please tell us? Like, what does it look like? Are you present? Are you present with us right now, or are you speaking from this place?
Separation.
Could you explain separation, what you mean by that? Are you a spirit of the human variety? It's weird saying human dead, but are you a human spirit?
Weaving.
Well, you know how much we love that word, so that feels very significant. Are you in the act of weaving right now?
Norma.
Hello.
It's too dry.
Hello, Norma. We could offer you some lotion. It's fairly rainy here, so I'm not sure where your dryness is coming from.
Can you hear it?
I can hear the words that are coming from Luna. What are you hearing? I can hear the rain.
Earthquake.
Okay. We did have a question about the earthquake. Can you tell us if there's a significance to that in the spirit realm?
Change the world.
So when things like that happen, could you elaborate? How is an earthquake going to change the world? I just go straight for doom. So can you give us some hopeful insight? Churchy. Church. Meow. Meow.
Down at the lake. That's the way.
What lake? Can you give us directions as to what lake you mean? Hello? Hello?
You look glum. Au revoir. I just feel it.
It's just resting face. I'm not actually glum. I'm just like a gloomy person, honestly. But I can find pockets of like silver linings fucking anywhere, so. Are you still perceiving this space?
Come and play.
What do you want to play?
The greenhouse.
Yeah, the one out back.
We're here. In the dirt. Help me follow it.
Where is it going? Is it going from here to the greenhouse?
Transcend.
So, do you mean the greenhouse on this property or the greenhouse that we were at this morning? Where in time are you?
To reveal.
When will you reveal it?
Where you are.
Okay, that's very interesting. Thank you so much for that confirmation. Do you have any advice for the soil here? The land here right now? Is there anything that we should know about how to take care of it? How to work with the elements here?
We are the wise.
I haven't done a holy shit Amanda face on Suki phone for a while, and I am fucking stoked about it.
All seeing.
Pardon? Not in the bathroom though. We draw boundaries around the bathroom. All seeing. Please tell us more about the greenhouse and the dirt.
The tree grows.
The ash tree. Okay, Joe. Harley has creepy eyes. She's snoring, but her eyes are open like a creepy baby. Oh, because I said something. I'm sorry.
Transformation.
Okay. Should we ask the ash tree? Because the ash tree feels guardian-like. Should we ask the ash tree what the land here needs? I mean, if you wanted to, you could. Like, is there anything in there right now? Maybe it's just saying, like, it's gonna be active in there. It's very rainy, yeah. Oh my god, did she get her baby? Did she just get up and get her baby, or was that there?
The back fence.
Is it going to be very active in that area soon, or is there a lot of activity there right now? Is there anything that you need in the greenhouse? Should we leave, or should Luna and Joe leave offerings? Is just having a busy area back there, like in the greenhouse, enough? Like, do you want it to be more occupied? What would you like in the greenhouse? What would you like to see happen in there?
$70.
What does that number signify?
I'm in my world.
Where is your world? Are you inviting us in?
Thank you for calling in.
You're welcome. Thank you for answering. Who did we connect to? What is
There
your...
are 2 of them.
Are you observing? Oh no, there would be 3. So, are you one of 2?
Well, it says viewing from the camera.
Yeah.
I think I'd be using that to see and not talk.
Are you...
Montreal.
That's... Steph, are you still here? We always get French. We always get French stuff when Steph's here.
Watch this.
What are you gonna do? Where should we be looking?
Here's my invitation.
In the form of your words? Or is it a gesture?
Worms.
We were talking about worms for soil today. That's a great confirmation. So, are you a spirit?
Worms and dirt.
Nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. I guess I'll go to the garden and eat worms. Bump, bump, bump. Big, long, juicy ones. Real slim, slimy ones. Oh, how they wiggle and they squirm. Are you a spirit that is with Luna and I when we're together doing things? Are you just an observer passing through? Could you explain what your connection to us is, please?
It's already open.
What is open?
It's not the devil.
Sus. Okay, so what is your connection to us? We know that you're funny. Sus.
Frog asleep.
What does that mean? So are you an elemental spirit that's connected to us? Please explain. This is interesting.
How was your night?
Well,
We really are. Thank you.
talking amongst yourselves, are you? What are you observing right now? Church? Hi. Meow. He just looked at Luna and went, meow.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here. This felt like no more than 3 to 5 probably. 3 to 5 beings. But you felt like you were coming in and out quite a bit. So, is this still Norma that we're speaking to?
Sides.
I'm not sure what that means. So,
Kitty.
yup. Do you know what Kitty's name is? Are you present and looking at the kitty?
The cat distracted me and I lost it.
Look at his little paw.
Hi, buddy.
That was very, very interesting. Save. So there was quite a few things.
Yeah?
You were in
Where are my
for
glasses?
right there by your
Joe, could you pass them to me, please?
So you were in for 25 minutes, which is pretty decent.
Yeah. Take him out.
So the first thing,
Look.
I know, he's so sweet. So I mentioned like just what our intention was, and then I mentioned like if you'd like to connect, you can speak through Luna, the box in her hands, put words in her ears, blah 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 blah. So smoke, a world in France. I'm calling far north. And then I asked, can you describe where you are? And they said it's kind of exclusive. Which is so rude and gatekeepy. But like, I kind of understand because like there are some things that do need to be gate kept. I get it.
Yeah.
But like we're knocking at the door. So if you wouldn't mind disclosing, that'd be cool. And then I asked, are you present with us right now or are you speaking from like this exclusive place? And they said separation. And then I asked if it was a spirit of the human dead, or I said human variety because dead felt weird.
Yeah.
So, are you a human spirit? And then they said weaving, and I said, well, we love that word so much. It feels like a trigger word at this point. So, like, could you explain, like, are you in the act of weaving right now? And then they said Norma. And then it's too dry. And I said, well, we can try to get you some lotion. But it's fairly rainy here, so I'm not sure where your dryness is coming from. And then they said, can you hear it? I didn't really know what that was in relation to, but then I said, I can hear the rain. And then they said earthquake. Do you remember saying earthquake?
No.
And I said, okay, well, we did have a question about it. Can you tell us if there's a significance to that in the spirit realm? Change the world. So when things like that happen, could you elaborate how is an earthquake going to change the world? I go straight for doom, so if you could give us some hopeful insight, that would be great. Down at the lake, that's the way. And I was like, what lake? Can you give us directions as to where you mean? And then I said, hello. And then I was like a little tired, like getting a little tired. So I was like this and like thinking of questions and like directing them at like talking to you. And then they said, so this was 11 seconds in between my hello and you look glum. I just feel it. I was like, it's just my resting face. I said, are you still perceiving this place, perceiving this space? Come and play. What do you want to play? The greenhouse. Ooh. Okay, the one out back. We're here in the dirt. Help me follow it. Where is it going? Is it going from here to the greenhouse transcend? So do you mean the greenhouse on this property or the greenhouse that we were just at this morning? Where in time are you? So they that was at 11 minutes and 9 seconds, and then when they spoke up again was 11 minutes and 42 seconds. So to reveal, when will you reveal it? That's not right. There was something else. Do you remember them saying to reveal?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you still perceiving us? Come and play. Help me follow it. Greenhouse. Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna play it back.
In the dirt. Help me follow it.
Where is it going? Is it going from here to the greenhouse?
Transcend.
So, do you mean the greenhouse on this property or the greenhouse that we were at this morning? Where in time are you? You reveal it.
There you go. To reveal. Did I say that twice?
No. When will you reveal it?
Where you are.
Okay, that's very interesting. Thank you so much for that confirmation. Yeah, so I asked where in time are you where you are is the answer. Do you have any advice for the soil here? The land here right now? Is there anything that we should know about how to take care of it? How to work with? We are the wise. And I said, I haven't done a holy shit Amanda face on, look at Swookie phone. So on Spooky phone for a while. All seeing. And I said, pardon? And, please tell us more about the greenhouse in the dirt. The tree grows. The ash tree. Transformation. Should we ask the ash tree? Because the ash tree feels like a guardian spirit.
Yeah.
Like what the land needs here. And then the back fence. It's going to be very active in that area soon, or is there already active? Is it already active back there? Is there anything that you need in the greenhouse? Should Luna and Joe leave offerings? 70. What does that number signify? I'm in my world. Where is your world? Are you inviting us in? Thank you for calling in. You're welcome. Thank you for answering. Who did we connect to? Well, there are two of them. Are you observing? I was asking if they were observing, and then they said Montreal, and I said, is Steph still here? Oh, we always get French stuff when Steph's here. Watch this. What are you gonna do? What should we be looking at? Here's my invitation. In the form of your words, or is it a gesture? I don't remember asking, are you inviting us? So that's interesting that they said, here's my invitation.
Yeah.
Okay. Worms. We were talking about worms for soil today. That's a great conversation. Worms and dirt. And I started singing the worm song. Are you a spirit that is with Luna and I when we're together, doing things, just an observer, passing through? Could you explain your connection to us, please? It's already open. What's open? It's not the devil. I said, okay, so what is your connection to us? We know that you're funny. Frog's asleep. What does that mean? So, are you an elemental spirit that's connected to us? Please explain. And then, how was your night? And then my brain like short-circuited because I was like, it's not nighttime. are you observing us right now? And then church, and then sides, and then kitty. I said, do you know the kitty's name? And then it didn't say anything else.
He distracted me.
I mean, I still liked it.
Yeah.
That was frogs asleep made me fucking howl. It's so funny.
It's interesting that some connections kind of seem to come up about the backyard, because while I was in, I kept like there were a few points where I was thinking about the backyard.
Oh, interesting.
So I feel like there's a connection there.
I love that.
And like the worms and dirt thing is funny.
Yeah.
Especially how that came up.
Very intensely came up. Yeah. Celestial gardening, yeah.
Yeah.
We've been up for it. Class started at 10.
I got up at like around 6, just after 6 this morning. I'm tired.
Sleepy phone.
Yeah. Swooky phone.
Swooky phone. That's also my crow noise too, just so you know.
That was fun.
That was really fun. Yeah. Thank you to the spirits that were with us and hanging out. You can go back to your originating places and hang out from there. Thank you for picking up the spooky phone. And
session is now closed.
The session is now closed, yes. For our friends in the living that are watching, please ground your energy, call your energy back to you, ground, drink lots of water, and be so fucking kind to each other.
Yeah.
And yourself.
Maybe put out an offering today for your local elementals if you can.
Yes.
Like I feel, especially in this area, they're starting to wake up a little bit. Like the more spring, summer elementals. Yep. So I feel that kind of
they're just
like stirring,
shaking up their energy. Yeah. They're just getting riled up.
Thank you for joining us. Definitely, I think you would really like that calendar. So if you're off, if you're out by Minter's, check it out or check out their website.
Kate just said that she put an offering out and she's gonna send a picture.
Nice.
Cool. If you want to, you could put it in our Discord. So
yeah.
A couple of the other watchers.
Viewers.
Thank you. Thanks.
We've been up early. We just explained.
You're so great. You're so kind. Because we have Frighties. You guys are our Frighties. So Amanda's in the Discord. Luna and I are in the Discord. And I don't know who else is watching. But Steph, not in the Discord. But I'm trying to work on it. Yeah, so if you wanted to, put that up there. It's a safe place to share that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So feel free to do that if you like. And yeah, this was really fun. So thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Thanks for being my best friend.
Thanks. And I'm so grateful that we get to go and do things together.
Yeah.
An in-person spooky phone.
Oh my god, it's taken us a while to get like the hang of in person. Honestly, like it was a little jarring at first because we were so used to doing it in our own spaces.
Yeah.
And having like being in our own element.
I also think that because of that distance, that
revolving door.
The outcome was different.
It was very different.
The setting was different, so the results were different. And then when we were in the same space, it changed, and getting used to that and working with that took some getting used to.
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy that we found our groove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
stay dry if you can.
Yeah.